So of course, I drive all the way in, and we got this big night. We're all young guys. We're all going to go out in New York City, Manhattan, party, get up in the morning, and go skiing. I get there, and I'm like, oh, dude. He's like, what? I was like, I forgot my contacts, bro. Without even thinking of it, like, he just was like, hey, well, we just got to go drive back out to Long Island. Like, it's 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. This is what we're going to do. We're going to pick up your contacts, knowing that, like, it would have ruined my time. And it was something that he didn't even think about. We all, because we jumped in the truck, we drove, we came back. We were so tired, we went to bed, and that's just the type of person he was. Kevin was extremely modest. For all his talents, a lot of the stories revolve around the city, because as we were young guys, and he used to live in the city. I was a PT out here on the weekends. We would get together. But I remember driving in once, and we went out to dinner, and we had ordered. The waitress came over to the table. She's a young, pretty girl, and she comes back, brings us our drinks, and she's like, kind of like blushing, laughing a little bit, and we were like, oh, what? And she turns to Kevin. She's like, all the girls in the kitchen are like giggling, like saying like how good looking you are, and like you look like Matt Damon, And he's like, whatever. So we eat, get our food, and then on the check we're leaving, and I'm like, dude, what does that say on the check? The waitress writes her name and a big heart and her phone number, and I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, really? He's like, and he had a very infectious smile, ear to ear grin, was like, which is very modest in pretty much everything. September 11th is definitely a very difficult and emotional day for me every year. But this past year, I wanted to just write down some of my thoughts on paper, and I just figured I'd share that with you. So this is what I wrote this past September 11th. Nobody just gets a friend like Kevin Williams. I didn't deserve his friendship, loyalty, love, and his passion for life. His friendship was a gift from God. Today, 9/11/14, marks the 13th anniversary. My friend Kevin Williams was killed in the World Trade Center. Attacks on the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. Today I remember all my shortcomings as a father, a friend, as a son, as a brother, and as a husband. Today I vow to be a better person, a better husband, a better father. Only with God's love and grace can I accomplish this goal. Kevin's death cannot be in vain. Good will be born from evil. We're Americans, and it's how we all must respond. Tonight, when I put my 8-year-old son Kevin to bed, I'll tell him more about my best friend, Kevin Williams. I will remind my son who he's named after and how much Kevin meant to me. I think I'm going to tell him about Kevin's distinct vice grip handshake. It was like an extension of his being, of his character. Strong, loyal, and direct. Whenever Kevin and I greeted each other and shook hands, he looked directly at me. His father, Mike, had taught him well, and Kevin never forgot this simple, yet lifelong, valuable lesson. If you see any member of Kevin's family, his dad, Mike, his mom, Patty, his sister, Kelly, or brother, Jamie, give them a hug. Tell them a story about their firstborn son, Kevin. It doesn't have to be a monumental story. It could be very simple. But I promise you, it will touch your hearts and help heal their wound. A wound that will always remain fresh and never heal completely, as losing a child is the most tragic loss a person can suffer. Unspeakable pain, I pray I will never endure. Today, honor my friend Kevin Williams by cherishing your friends and family and tell them how much you love them. That's all I have.